Hello everyone, this is Eternal here. This video is a little bit different. It's, not a montage and I'm speaking in it. As a few people have noticed, I've actually had a lot of people comment on this. Just in public chat, seeing me in game, a lot of people have commented on this. They noticed that I left Elitist, and my realm eye is entirely private, and I've killed off all of my characters. My reason for the suiciding my characters was mostly because I wanted to see if I still had an interest in the game. If I didn't, then I'd move on. It'd be easier to quit because I want to have characters there and I wanted to have a guild I'm leaving behind. And if I did have an interest, then I was starting fresh, which I'll I'll admit I play a lot better starting fresh because I don't get distracted with things like shatters because I don't have characters to feed them on. However, I will admit there was a little bit more to it than that. Well, it mostly was because I placed better starting fresh and I was having trouble rebuilding. A part of this, and probably the part that made me decide to leave Elitist in the first place rather than just suiciding everything, staying in and starting over, was because I personally have been really struggling lately. Um, I was recently, I recently went and saw a doctor, um, and was diagnosed with depression. It's just something I've just now sought help for. I've really been struggling with it for a very long time, and I'm not gonna lie, it's a scary experience. I mean, it's genuinely scary to me to come out and talk to people about my feelings. It's not easy, and it's really been hard for me, and I've been struggling a lot lately because of it. So I created a new guild. This guild is called Depression, as you can see in the top left corner. Currently, I'm the only person in the guild. I just created it, and it was already taken. I had to actually send in a support ticket to Deca, explaining the situation, and because the last guild called Depression had one member left who was lasted 2 years ago, and they were kind enough to hand over the name for me. So, props to them. Thank you for that. But as I said, it's only me right now. But I want to grow it. I want to grow into something beneficial to people. I'm not going for a top guild. I'm not going for a guild that opens a ton of dungeons. Quite frankly, I don't spend money on this game anymore, and I likely won't open any dungeons because I don't have any, and I won't be spending money for them. This guild, actually, okay, I'll get into the purpose of the guild in a minute. I'd like to say that it is my belief that it takes someone who is depressed, who suffers from depression, to truly understand depression and to be able to truly help others with it. And I think that if we got a group of people together that were all suffering from this and all really wanted help and were willing to help others, that we could really do some good for each other. So really my purpose for this is sort of an experimental therapy type thing. People, join, and we can all be very, just in general, very supportive of each other. If someone has something they really need to talk about that's been weighing down on them and they're not comfortable talking with people that they know in real life about it, then and they can speak to us about it, whether it be to a specific guildmate through PM or out my messages, or even the Discord that I'm planning on setting up. I haven't quite gotten to it yet, or just in guild chat in general, then that's what I want this guild to be about, to be able to help others. And I think, because like I said, I believe it takes a depressed person to help a depressed person. And so let me get actually into my requirement for the guild. I have one requirement. I say it's technically really a two-part requirement, but my first is that you yourself are suffering from depression. Now, if you're out there and you truly, really want to help people, but you don't want to suffer, you don't suffer for yourself, then you can talk to me about it, and I will see how well you handle speaking to people that suffer from it. And if you do a good job, then you can join. I'll accept up to maybe 5 people max that don't suffer from it, that can really do a good job helping. But I find it very hard to believe that anyone would want to join that's capable of doing that, or very hard to believe that many people are capable of doing that at all if they don't suffer from it. It's not something that's easy to understand. My second requirement, or second part of the requirement, is that you want to get help. An emphasis on the want. You have to want to get help, because if you don't want help, then you're bringing negativity, because you're going to reject the help. That's how that works. I understand how it works. If you don't want help yourself, then you're going to reject it. You're going to push people away. You're going to be very negative towards people. And what I'm trying to get together a group of people that are all suffering from this negativity is not something that is acceptable. It's not something that's going to help. It's going to bring everyone down. So you have to want help to join. There are no skill requirements. There are no fame requirements, no max requirements. You can be a 0-star player. You could have never hit level 20 on a character in your life, and you could join if you want, so long as you are suffering and you want to get help. Okay, so actually I'm going to go through and read my guild board message. I haven't finished it completely yet, but I've got the main welcome message. And yeah, here it is. Welcome to Depression. This is a guild made by the depressed for the depressed. We want to find others that share our pain and burden and help them as they help us. I created this guild as an experimental method of therapy, as I suffer from depression and struggle greatly with it. I will not accept rude behavior in this guild. This guild is meant to be purely positive, to help our negative feelings. I understand it can be hard to deal with, but if we remain patient with each other and try our best to help each other, I believe that this can be an overall good experience for many of us. Due to the purpose of this guild and the reason of its existence, I have no policy on playstyle, whether it be experience, hacking, etc. I do not like it if you hack, and I will likely report you, so you might want to hide that from me. But there will be no shaming those who choose to do so, and they will be welcome to the guild. This guild is meant to help others regardless of circumstances, because depression can hit anyone. We will not accept promotion of anything detrimental to health, such as self-harm or suicide attempts. If you encourage either of these, or anything of the sort, you will be reported and you'll be kicked. So please, everyone, stay strong and support each other. Eternal. I plan on adding, eventually, resources to the guild board, numbers that you can call for help, hotlines and such, and websites and pages, so you can figure out where to get help if you really truly need to seek more help. But that's all I have. This video was very quickly thrown together. I apologize. Very sloppy, and my speech isn't very practiced. I really wanted to get the word of this guild out. If you know anyone that you think could um if if you know anyone that you think could benefit from this, or if you think that you can truly benefit people that join this, then please let me know. I'd really like to make this into something good in what I consider to be a rather toxic community, actually. But anyways, that's all I have to say. Thank you for watching and listening, especially if you made it to the end. If this doesn't apply to you, then yeah, that's great. Congratulations that you don't have to deal with this shit. It's not fun. Depression really isn't fun. It sucks. It messes with your everyday life, especially if you get it bad. But if you do feel like this could help you, then please don't hesitate in coming over. At the moment, it's just me, and I may have a hard time kicking it off myself. That's why I really want people to get in here and help. I want to grow it quickly so that I can help other people that have this problem, and also as a form of therapy for myself, because I've been struggling greatly with it lately. But thank you for watching. This has been Eternal. Peace.